If you've ever worked with concrete, you probably know it's heavy and hard to move around. But today, I'll show you the difference between regular concrete and lightweight concrete, a super handy DIY material. Lightweight concrete not only reduces weight, but is also easy to work with, provides good sound and heat insulation, and is still strong enough for many small projects. In this video, I'll mix and compare the two types side by side to see if lightweight concrete is really worth using. First, I'll mix the cement with water and stir until it reaches a medium consistency. This serves as the base step for creating standard concrete, making it easier to compare with the lightweight version I'll make later. Getting the right ratio is crucial. If the mix is too watery, the concrete will be weak, but if it's too thick, it'll be difficult to work with. Since I won't be using this mixture right away, I'll cover with a layer of aluminum foil to keep the surface from drying out too quickly. This helps the mix retain its moisture and flexibility for later use, while also preventing dust or sand from falling in and affecting the concrete's quality. Next, I'll prepare a few pieces of cardboard to use as molds for pouring the concrete. Cardboard is easy to cut, shape, and perfect for small DIY projects. I'll cut it into simple square frames and secure the edges with glue, so the molds stay firm when the concrete is poured in. Then, I'll use hot glue to seal the gaps between the pieces of cardboard. This will prevent the concrete mixture from leaking out when it's poured in, and also help the mold stay more stable and sturdy during the casting process. I'll mark the molds as 1 and 2 to tell them apart. The second mold will be for the lightweight concrete. This way, it'll be easier to compare the two once they're set and see the difference more clearly. Now, I'll move on to making the lightweight concrete. I'll prepare a heat gun and a utility knife to cut the foam pieces. The foam will be used as the lightweight filler for the concrete mix. Using the heat gun makes it easier to shape or smooth the foam, while the utility knife helps cut it cleanly into smaller pieces for mixing. I'll start cutting the foam into small pieces. The smaller the pieces, the easier they'll mix evenly into the concrete later on. I'll try to keep the sizes consistent so the lightweight mix has a more uniform texture and better strength. Next, I'll grab a plastic bottle to collect some gasoline. I'll need just a small amount for the next step. and using a bottle makes it easier to pour and control. Of course, I'll be careful since gasoline is highly flammable, and I'll make sure to work in a well-ventilated area. I'll pour the gasoline into a small tray. This will make it easier to dip or soak the foam pieces evenly later. Then I'll drop the foam pieces into the tray of gasoline. As soon as they touch the liquid, the foam will start to dissolve and shrink down quickly. This reaction helps break the foam into a more compact, paste-like form that can be easily mixed into the concrete later. After the foam has completely dissolved, I'll add the cement into the mixture. I'll stir it well so the cement blends evenly with the melted foam, creating a lightweight but cohesive texture. This will be the base for the lightweight concrete mix. For the lightweight concrete, I'll still use cement as the main base material, but I'll add a lightweight filler, in this case, foam. The foam helps reduce the overall density, making the concrete much lighter while still keeping enough strength for small DIY projects. Once everything is ready, I'll pour the mixture into the mold. I'll pour the lightweight concrete into the mold first. I'll also prepare a small tool to tamp and compact the surface, making it flat and even. This helps remove any remaining air pockets and ensures the lightweight concrete sets smoothly in the mold. I'll do it carefully to ensure it fills all corners, and gently tap the mold to release any trapped air, so the surface comes out smooth and even. Lightweight concrete is a type of concrete that's significantly lighter than regular concrete, thanks to the addition of low-density materials like foam, expanded clay, or pumice. Despite being lighter, it still has good strength for small-scale projects, along with excellent thermal and sound insulation properties. Its reduced weight makes it easier to handle, cut, and shape. Next, I'll pour the regular concrete into the first mold. Just like with the lightweight mix, I'll fill it evenly and tap the mold gently to release any air bubbles. This ensures the surface is smooth and the concrete sets properly, making it easier to compare the two types once they're fully hardened. After pouring both mixes, I'll set the mold aside and let them sit undisturbed. This waiting period allows the concrete to cure and harden properly. After 3 days, the concrete should have hardened enough to handle. I can now carefully remove the molds to check the shape, texture, and surface quality of both the regular and lightweight concrete pieces. Now, I'll carefully cut and remove the cardboard molds. I'll use a utility knife along the edges to avoid damaging the concrete, gently peeling the cardboard away. This will reveal the final shapes and allow me to inspect both the regular and lightweight concrete pieces. Looking at both pieces, the regular concrete feels solid and dense, very firm to the touch, typical of standard concrete. The lightweight concrete, on the other hand, is noticeably less dense and a bit softer, but still holds its shape well. It's lighter and easy to handle, though not quite as hard as the regular version. The uses of regular concrete are well known. It's strong, durable, and suitable for structural elements. Lightweight concrete, however, is usually used in non-load-bearing molds or decorative elements. Its lower density makes it ideal for projects where weight matters more than maximum strength, such as DIY crafts, wall panels, or small garden features. Typically, regular concrete is about 40% heavier than lightweight concrete. This significant difference makes the lightweight version much easier to handle, especially for small-scale DIY projects where mobility and ease of use are important. After measuring pieces of same size, the regular concrete weighs 0.7 kilograms, while the lightweight concrete comes in at just 0.4 kilograms. This clearly shows how much easier the lightweight version is to handle for small projects. When soaked in water, regular concrete tends to absorb moisture, allowing water to penetrate inside. Lightweight concrete, on the other hand, resists water better because the foam creates a more closed structure, giving it surprisingly good water-repellent properties. So, that's a comparison between regular and lightweight concrete. While standard concrete is stronger and denser, lightweight concrete is much easier to handle, sets well in small molds, and even offers good water resistance for certain projects. For DIY enthusiasts, It's a versatile material that's definitely worth trying for non-structural creations.